वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् परमानन्दमाधवम्। Manisha Panchakam, 5 verses. Is it audible? Is it audible? It's okay. I think little, slightly more required, I think. I think Sundar, you can master increasing. So 5 verses on Manisha. So when you say little bit, you keep adjusting till it becomes perfect, okay? So when you say 5 verses on Manisha, then the question automatically arises, what is this Manisha? 5 verses on Manisha. Buddhir Manisha Dishana Dih Prajna Shemushi Matihi Prekshopalabdischit Pratipat Nyapti Chetanaha. Thus goes Amara Kosha. Manisha means Buddhi. Buddhir Manisha. So other name Dishana, Dihi, Prajna, Shemushi, Matihi. So synonyms Amara Kosha gives. So basically Manisha means what? Manisha means clarity. Manisha means understanding. Manisha means conviction. So 5 verses on conviction, 5 verses on understanding. Meaning, an occasion rose where Bhagavan Shankaracharya had to say clearly what is his personal understanding. We saw in the last class the incident where Bhagavan Shiva took the form of a Chandala, and taking the form of a Chandala, he blocks the path of Bhashyakara as he is going to have darshan of Kashi Vishwanatha. Lord Shiva is there. So Lord Shiva, so to say, is coming to welcome him. Welcome his own Amsha. So on en route, himself he stopped him. He did not stop him. He was coming, and as I was mentioning to you in the last class, the streets of Kashi, the gullies of Kashi are so narrow that if somebody comes with 4 dogs, you can't move about. That is one point. Also socially also, the Chandala is supposed to be is beyond all the Varnas. Beyond, when we say somebody is beyond the Varna, he can be a Paramahamsa Jnani also. Beyond also, he is considered to be an untouchable, is it not? Socially. So that is also there. Custom. Shankaracharya is going along with his Sishyas, and there the Chandala is coming. So he is coming en route. Now, suppose there is some contact, let us say. Then he cannot go to the temple. Again, he has to go take bath and go. Social systems of that time also. We cannot say it was not there. It was there. We have to accept that fact. So, in such a situation, Shankaracharya says, gacCha, gacCha, go. Chandala breaks into laughter. And then he is posing a question. When he is posing a question, if Shankaracharya had stood by his name, gacCha, gacCha, what nonsense you are talking, get up, then that is failure. At that occasion, Shankaracharya rose above everything and then he says, correct question. And let me give you the right answer. So it is so to say, a question paper is given. You see, it is easy to write in a question paper, when a paper is given, then you write, who are you? I can write Vedanta. Sachidananda Swarupoham. But actual life, when it comes, that is when you have to pass the examination. In usual our schools and all, we have to study and then go for the examination. In life, what happens is that the examination comes and then we study. We write the test and we learn. Here Shankaracharya gives the answer. And therefore, when a question is asked to Shankaracharya, he lays bare what is his conviction. That question also we saw yesterday. Let us read and then we see in a little more detail. annamayAd annamayam athavA caitanyameva caitanyAt dUrIkartum vAnChasi. Dvijavara is there, na? Dvijavara dUrIkartum vAnChasi. Kim brUhi gacCha gacCheti. Kim brUhi. Tell me, which is that you want first? You are saying go away. But now you tell me what should go away from what? What do you mean by that? annamayAd annamayam. From annamaya, you want annamaya to go. annamayAd annamayam. One is upadhi, another is upahita. Upadhi is the conditioning, the equipment, and another is what is conditioned by the upadhi. There are only two things. One is kshetra, another is kshetrajna. One is upadhi, another is upahita chaitanya. Now he says, annamayAd annamayam. From annamaya, you want annamaya to go away. Gaccha gaccha, you said go away. Meaning what? You want something to go away from something. So you tell me, you want one annamaya to go from another annamaya. annamayAd annamayam. The word anna comes from the root ad. Ad means to eat. Adyate atticha bhutani, Taittiriya Upanishad says. So, that adyate, that which is eaten, atti, that which eats you. We eat food. And food also eats us when we overeat. Food destroys us, not? So, adyate atticha bhutani. This body is called annamaya. Annamaya kosha we say. Why body is called annamaya? Body is called annamaya because it rises from food, it stays in food and goes back as food for something else. Annarasenaiva bhutva, annarasena vriddhim prapya, annarupa prithivyam yadviliyate tadannamaya koshaha. That is a famous definition what we have studied in. Which book we did study that? Tattvabodha it is. Right? I'm sure Yovirs also studied Tattvabodha. You didn't study this batch. Okay. So, annamayAd. Do you want this body? What is sound coming? Okay. Please keep it in silence mode. So, do you want one annamaya to go from another annamaya? And what is the point is telling? Annamaya, both are annamaya only. Both are calcium, carbon, phosphorus only. Both have been nourished by food only. Both are prakriti only. You want, then what is the difference? Why do you want one body to go from another body if both of them are only body? If both of them are only made up of food and there is no difference between both the bodies. It is proteins, it is vitamins, it is carbohydrates. All these things have made this body and my body is also the same. So, what is it you want to achieve by saying go one body to go away from another body? So, this is from Upadi. And then you say athavA. So, from either there are only two things. One is Chaitanya, another is body. So, you want the body to go away from body? It doesn't seem very logical, it doesn't seem reasonable. AthavA, or maybe you are Advaitin, you know better things than body. If that is the case, caitanyameva, only Chaitanya you want it to go away. Caitanyameva, caitanyAt. Or you want Chaitanya to go away from Chaitanya. If it is Upadi, whether it is Chandala Vishishta Deha, Chandala Jati Vishishta Deha, or Brahmana Jati Vishishta Deha. Vishishta means of that nature. Okay. So, Chandala Jati Vishishta Deha or Brahmana Jati Vishishta Deha, both of them are what? Annamaya only, na? Cut your hand, you will also get blood. Cut my hand, you will also have blood only. Anything more is there? In the blood it is written Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, anything is written there? Written there? If somebody has got some accident and then blood transfusion is required and that fellow is, let us say, a Kshatriya or something. So, find out Kshatriya blood and you. Nobody says Kshatriya blood. A plus B plus some positive, all those negative, all those things are also there, only there. In blood also there is no difference. Meaning, what is nourished by food becomes of the same nature only, there is no difference. So, whether it is Chandala Jati Vishishta Deha or it is Brahmana Jati Vishishta Deha, what is the difference? Where is the difference? Batao. annamayAd annamayam athavA caitanyameva caitanyAt. So, this Chaitanya only. Caitanyameva. Why caitanyameva is said there? Because there is only one Chaitanya. Ekam eva. Caitanyameva, that Chaitanya alone is there. You are Advaitin, okay. Caitanyameva you say, fine. Caitanyameva caitanyAt, or you want Chaitanya to go away from Chaitanya? That is also not possible. Oh Advaitin, why not possible? Ekameva advitiyam, neha nanasti kinchana. There is only one Chaitanya, there is no two. Or, another way also if you look, not only is there one Chaitanya, but the Chaitanya is sarvavyapi. Eko devas sarva deheshu. Eko devas sarva bhuteshu gudaha. Sarvavyapi. Sarva bhutantaratma. Etc. etc. Shvetashvatra Upanishad. So sarvavyapi. So if something is sarvavyapi, and if it is only one, there is no two, then where is the question of one going from other? So whether you take the upadi drishti or if you take the upahita drishti, upadi drishti, body, conditioning, equipment, upahita, that which is within the body, upahita drishti. Both ways, this I am not able to find out what you exactly want me to do. I am willing to obey you, but please give me clarity what you want me to do. I am trying to understand how to follow your command, O Jagadguru. But he doesn't call him Jagadguru. He says, Hey Dvijavara. To tell a sannyasi, O Dvijavara, is an insult. Vara means Shrestha. Dvijavara means what? O best among the Dvija. Sannyasi has given up all his past and he has given up everything. Na? Once you become a sannyasi, you are not a brahmana, you are not a kshatriya, you are not a vaishya, you are not a shudra. Nothing. You are a sannyasi because you have given up anything. But to tell Shankaracharya, Hey Dvijavara, usually it is a praise, Hey Dvijavara, but now it is an insult. It is called as what is that? Aprastuta prasamsha. Right. Vyangya. It is Vyangya. It is as though praise, but really insult. Okay? It is a false eulogy. Yeah. Hey Dvijavara. Alright. It is to say, O Shankaracharya, you went around everywhere and you said Jati Niti Kula Gotra Duragam Nama Rupa Guna Dosha Varjitam Desha Kala Vishayati Vartiyat Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavaya Atmani. It's only for Upadesha or for you are also. What do you mean by that? Hey Dvijavara. Right? The word Dvija has also got a technical meaning. In Skanda Purana, there is a verse which defines, we would have heard, Brahmana, we would have heard Dvija, Vipra. We use synonymously, but there is a deeper meaning. Janmana Jayate Shudraha. By birth, everybody is a Shudra. Because we don't think at that time. Right? Janmana Jayate Shudraha. Karmana samskara dvija uchyate. Karmana dvija uchyate also is there. Vedadhyayi bhavet vipraha. Vedadhyayi bhavet vipraha. Brahmajanati brahmanaha. This is the verse. Samskarat dvija uchyate, karmana dvija uchyate. Both pata vedas are there. Janmana jayate shudraha. By birth, everybody is shudra. Karmana dvija uchyate. So, karmana dvija. You went around everywhere saying sarva karma sannyasa. But how are you? You look like to be a person who is still in that karma only. Karmata only you looking. Karmana dvija uchyate. Hey Dvijavara. Right? So, asking Shankaracharya, Hey Dvijavara, addressing him, Sambodhana like that, and then asking, dUrIkartum vAnChasi. vAnChasi. Vancha is desire. Your words are showing me what is there in your mind. How do we know what a person is? We know a person by his action and by his words. Mind. Mind is not something which is visible. No? Mind is paroksha. But I am able to know your mind by what you have said. Yen manasa dhyayati tad vachasa vadati. This is a famous Vedic statement, Upanishad statement only. Yen manasa dhyayati, what a person thinks, tad vachasa vadati. He speaks by his words. What he speaks by what is there in his head only, na? So, what is your head? Batao, what is your mind? What is your conviction? That is why Manisha Panchakam. What is in your mind, you tell me? What is that you actually desire when you say gaccha gaccha iti? One time gaccha is okay. 2 times you said. Which means you really mean it, na? So that one gaccha is for body or another gaccha is for Chaitanya? Batao, tell me. What is that you have in your mind? Kim brUhi gaccha gacCheti? That kim is what is called as kaku. Kaku is akshep. We say kaku. Kaku means, it is not that Shankaracharya has to answer no. Okay. So when you ask, sometimes when you ask a question, it doesn't mean an answer is required. Aren't you a fool? Suppose somebody is asking, aren't you a fool? What that person says, he means that you are a fool, that's all. Isn't it? Some questions are not meant to give an answer. So kim brUhi means whatever stand you take, there is no gaccha gaccha possible here. That is the point. Okay? annamayAd, annamayam, athavA caitanyameva caitanyAt, dvijavara, dUrIkartum vAnChasi, dUrIkartum vAnChasi, dUrIkartum, durataha parihritya gantum. Durataha parihritya gantum. Okay? Put something far away and go. What is that you want? What is that you want to put far away and go? Chaitanya from Chaitanya or body from body? Bata. dUrIkartum vAnChasi, kim brUhi gaccha gacCheti. So in essence, what this Chandala is saying is that either if you take the standpoint of Prakriti or you take the standpoint of Purusha, there is no need to look down upon anything. So Deha is Prakriti, na? Annamaya is Prakriti. And Chaitanya is Purusha. Okay? There is a beautiful verse. Parasvabhava karmani. It's a different context. Parasvabhava karmani na prashamset na garhayet. Okay? Where is from? Bhagavata? Parasvabhava karmani na prashamset na garhayet. Other person's svabhava karma na prashamset. Don't keep on glorifying, however good it may be. Or something very, very bad something has done. Don't keep on, criticizing it. Don't do that. Why? Vishvam ekatmakam pashyan prakritya purushenava. See the whole world as one only. It doesn't matter what stand you take, Prakriti or Purusha. Don't give too much importance to the world. Parasvabhava karmani na prashamset na garhayet. Vishvam ekatmakam pashyan prakritya purushenava. Alright? So what is summary of the whole verse? Chandala is asking, what do you want to go from what? Chaitanya or body? Body means it is same. Chaitanya, not possible. Now you tell me, how should I implement? How should I follow your direction? Gaccha gaccha. And vAnChasi, what is it you actually have in your mind? Batao. Now in the next verse, he gives a little more. This is just a simple question. Next thing, Pakka Advaita. This itself is Advaita. Next is the highest Advaita, and you may say is one of the most beautiful verses in Advaitic thought. Okay? It is put in the words of the Chandala. Chandala himself says, King gangAmbuni bimbite'mbaramaNau cAnDAlavATIpayaHpUre. gangAmbuni bimbite'mbaramaNau cAnDAlavATipayaHpUre vAnCharamasti caNcanaghaTiMritkumbhayorvAmbare. Vambare pratyagvastuni nistarangasahajAnandAvabodhAmbudhau vipro'yam shvapaco'yamityapi mahAn ko'yam vibhedabhramaH Tyapi mahAn ko'yam vibhedabhramaH. Shall we chant together? gangAmbuni bimbite'mbaramaNau cAnDAlavATipayaHpUre cAntaramasti caNcanaghaTiMritkumbhayorvAmbare pratyagvastuni nistarangasahajAnandAvabodhAmbudhau vipro'yam shvapaco'yamityapi mahAn ko'yam vibhedabhramaH. Where did this big Brahma, Vibhrama arise in you? Ko'yam vibhedabhramaH. mahAn ko'yam vibhedabhramaH. Where did this kind of thing come? Whether such a thing, Brahma, is possible. That is the thing. Here also it is kaku. Okay? Kaku means such a thing is not there. Right. Let us just see the overview, and next class we can go a little more deeper. So it starts with the question Kim. That Kim goes with the Kim Chantaramasti. It goes there. Second, Vantaram, Chantaram, Patabheda is there. In some books you will find Chantaram. I think in Chinmaya book it is Chantaram. Chantaram, is it not? In some books you will find Vantaram also. Cha-va, no much difference. Okay. So, Antaram asti kim. Is there a difference? That is how you have to construe that. Okay, what is it? Kim gangAmbuni bimbite'mbaramaNau cAnDAlavATipayaHpUre. That Pure is there, second. That Pure should be joined with VATipayaHpUre. If there is no hyphen in Vati, after Vatipayah, please put a hyphen. It is Samastapada. Up to Pure is one word. cAnDAlavATipayaHpUre. Not VATipayaHpUre, no. VATipayaHpUre. Payash Shabda. So Payash Shabda, because Payas it is taking a Visarga there. And then Pure. Pure means full. Pure means swell. Pure means, lots. That is the meaning here. Okay. So what is he asking? Ambaramani. Ambaramani is a very nice word for sun. The poetical usage. Ambara means Navaha, space. Mani means jewel. The jewel in the sky. That is what literally it means. Ambare navasi manihi iva deepyate virajamanatvat suryaha ambaramanihi ityartha. So this jewel in the sky, so radiant, diamond of the sky, Mani also. So this jewel in the sky, gangAmbuni bimbite, cAnDAlavATipayaHpUre bimbite. Bimbite means when it gets reflected. That beautiful sun, which is radiant, which cannot be touched, whose effulgence is ever Nitya Prakasha, and who is a Sakshi of everything, Sakshi Cheta Kevalo Nirgunascha. such a kind of sun, Eko Devaha, that one sun, gangAmbuni bimbite, when it gets reflected in gangAmbuni. Ganga, Ganges. Ambu, water. gangAmbuni in the waters of the Ganges. That Ganges, which is called Vishnupadi, because that story some of you would be knowing. Brahmaji did Pada Puja for Bhagwan Vishnu when he took the Trivikrama Avatara. When he took the Vaman Avatara, when he took, and then when he measured, when he put his leg there and crossed all the heavens, at that time Brahmaji, he went and saw this feet which was there, he did Pradakshina, and then he offered the water from his Kamandalu. That water, Vishnupadi, and which was only in the Swargas Mandakini, and when Bhagirath did tapas, it flowed into the matted locks of Lord Shiva. And therefore Bhagirathi, because Bhagirath did tapas, and that which went into Jakhnu Rishi, because the Ganges was very playful and destroying everything in the path, and went into the ashram, so Jakhnu just had it into himself. And then therefore, and then Bhagirath again had to do tapas. And it is said that Jakhnu Rishi, from the year, therefore called Jahnavi. And that Ganges, drinking which, a drop of which, people get purified. Ganga jalalava kanika pita. Kriyate tasya yamena na charcha. They cross over birth and death, samsara. First purity of mind, and thereafter they cross the mind. That Ganges, which flows in all Punya Kshetra, which doesn't flow in all Punya Kshetra, wherever it flows, it becomes Punya Kshetra. That Ganges, in that Ganges, the sun gets reflected. Okay, next is what? cAnDAlavATIpayaHpUre. Chandala, the place, Chandala. cAnDAlavATI, the Vati means Viti. The streets in the locality where the Chandalas stay. And there also what is there? Payaha, there are some waters there also. Yes, waters are there where they, if you have seen, what all, all the skin of all undead animals and all they bring, they clean it up, and then lots of smell is there. If you like that smell, it's a different matter. But usually it's a very nasty, terrible smell. You can't. 2 fingers are not sufficient. Very dirty, blackened water. What a ditch. In that sun is getting reflected. Ambaramani is one sun. It is getting reflected in cAnDAlavATIpayaH. And then it is also getting reflected in Kashi, in Ganges. Antaramasti kim? Is there a difference? Or KAncanaghaTImRitkumbhayorvAmbare. Or Ambara means space. The space which is found in Kanchana. Kanchana is gold. Na? KAncanaghaTI. Ghati means Kumbha. Ghati means pot. Kumbha. So Ambara, pure space. What is the need to say pure space? Space is always pure. The space getting reflected in the, not reflected, what? Space in the golden pot, or Mritkumbha. Mritkumbha is clay pot. Is there a difference? King gangAmbuni bimbite'mbaramaNau cAnDAlavATIpayaHpUre cAntaramasti caNcanaghaTe. caNcanaghaTe also is there, I think. cAncanaghaTImRitkumbhayorvAmbare. Tell me. 2 examples is given. One is example of reflection, Another is an example of conditioning. So, what are these two vadas? One is called as Pratibimbavada, another is called as Avachedavada. The Chandala, he has completed both the vadas. He has taken reference to both the vadas. It doesn't matter whether you recommend Pratibimbavada to Shishyas or whether you recommend Avachedavada for the Shishyas. Whatever prakriya you take, answer me this question. Is there a difference? What is he asking? Is there a difference? That we'll have to investigate. What he means by that. Is he saying there's no difference in the reflected sun? Is he saying there's no difference in the conditioned space? Or what is he talking about? We will take it up for analysis in the next session. Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.